What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at Prom. This is not the official Prom spotlight video. This is just going to be a really simple preview since I don't even have him maxed out. I'm currently on double EXP. I'm using him to farm out some fodders because he needs some levels as well. But I think once I max him out, I should be able to use him as my main farmer, and he can do a lot of things. So I'm going to be doing a few arena fights with him. I'm going to pair him up with Tosi. I have planned to do this for the longest time, but I've never been able to get him from a like dark scroll. But recently I happened to pull him from a random scroll that I got from the world boss. So this is Prom, and this is the preview, not the spotlight. So I think my rank is quite low right now since I didn't really oh, if I do these three I get 2 more wings. Alright, since I didn't really do arena that much, I set up a pretty easy defense. I've been lazing around. I've been kind of lazy for the past little while, so my arena rank's not that high. But we're just gonna I'm just gonna show what he's capable of, and this is my usual AO against people who are going to be maybe faster than me or maybe not on will runes. This is kind of annoying since they have Tiana. I can't really use will to counter them. If they're faster than me, then I'm pretty much screwed. But I do have 3 nukers, so even if Tiana does stun one of my nukers, I should be fine. Hopefully Galleon doesn't get stunned. Even if he's stunned, I might be able to nuke him down without any attack buff, since Prom does have a death break of his own. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna just hope everything works out, or I don't know, or else what. So Winds of Change, really annoying stuff. They're gonna be hitting me, doing all sorts of crazy shit, and my Prom is almost dead, but I have managed to survive. I'm pretty lucky. Even if he dies, it should be fine. So right now I'm going to actually stun them. The thing about Prom is he has a death break on his 3rd skill. So the good thing about this thing is he will be able to death break anything that Galleon fails to death break. So he serves as like a failsafe in case they do actually resist Galleon's death break. And this also stuns them, which is really good for monsters that you don't want cutting in front. Like they might have some Praha on Nemesis or something like that. You can use it to try to stun them. This way they can't cut in front with Nemesis runes and stuff. So I'm gonna try to stun them. Okay, and his stun is 100% base chance, so it's a very high chance to activate, same as his armor break. The thing about his 3rd skill is it actually scales with enemies max HP, so it will do more damage to units with higher HP, which is quite good for people who are like stacking those really tanky arenas and stuff. Probably doesn't scale that well to make it worth it, but it still does hit pretty hard. So we're gonna use Meteor Shot, Ellen's Meteor Shot, and then they're all almost dead, and now I go with the cleanup with Tosi. Keep in mind that a lot of the runes still aren't maxed out, so this is not my team at full power. A lot of the runes still haven't been maxed out yet, but I will do it as soon as I plan to push really hard in the arena. But for now, this is pretty good for farming arena. I mostly use arena just to farm glory. I'm not that serious, at least not yet, in the arena. So this team I might need to bring Praha since it does have a Chloe. I could use Ellen because Ellen's pretty nice with the accuracy leader to help Praha land her debuffs or her buff strip. But now I'm gonna actually use Prom since this is the Prom spotlight video, and Prom will help my Tosi do more damage. And they do have 2 really tanky wind monsters, so Ellen might not be the best choice against them. And Prom does pretty well against Jasoon, especially those Nemesis rune Jasoons. You can stun them so they can't cut in front with their Nemesis runes. So we're gonna go. Chloe's gonna do her Fanatic. I'm gonna try to remove. Jasoon healed up, but that's perfectly fine. Now I death break. It landed on 3 of them. I'm pretty sure Chloe's death broken too. And now I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna try to stun as many as possible. All right. So everyone besides Jasoon who didn't get her immunity removed is stunned. And then now I go with Tosi with the cleanup. And now there's only Jasoon left. and now I can just finish her off pretty easily. They also buffed Sword of the Supreme Skywolf, which I think is pretty ridiculous in the patch, but you know, it is what it is. He doesn't even get to use it that much. Most of the time he kills them in the first turn, so it's kind of a somewhat wasted buff, but it is still pretty nice since it gives him a shield when it activates, so there's less chance of him dying since Tosi is kind of squishy. So we're gonna run the same team since they have Chloe, so I can just remove all their skills. Eventually I do want to get their runes powered up enough to be able to just 2-man nuke everything. Besides, you know, instead of having to run Ellen as well with a 3-man nuke. Since I think in the future I might need them to be able to do that, because they, oh shit, wait, let me see how hard this hits. Okay, 9k. Yeah, I might need to run a buff strip since they have, like, you know, a lot of the higher up people in Guardian rank might have like will runes and stuff, so I will need to have someone strip the will runes first before they do their combos. But right now it's fine. My rank currently is not very high, so I'm still able to use this out. Probably not the best place to test this, but you know, I'm not super serious about arena, at least not yet. Still trying to farm up some stuff, trying to get a few things ready. You know, even my AD, like all the runes and stuff aren't powered up yet, so I need to work probably for a few more weeks to get everything ready before I can start trying to focus on arena, since like arena is probably my main focus now, since you know, I've already cleared TOA. So this is the you know, this is a speed team. They're faster than me. Chloe's gonna go first. Bernard's gonna speed buff. They're gonna do whatever. They're gonna do everything first. They're gonna do a bunch of crazy shit first. Instead of running my Praha, I'm actually gonna run my Soha. My Soha is on double shield as well, which will help my team survive. I do plan to 6-star her as well, so she's gonna be a unit I will need to 6-star as well before I start pushing hard in the arena. There's just so many things to work on, and I can only 6-star monster like every 2 weeks. So on average every 2 weeks. So it's a little bit hard, you know, but I'm gonna just, you know, very slowly work on this, and then hopefully I can do like one of these monsters spotlight, play with a new toy, or even just you know, bring out some old toys just to show you guys and make some videos as well. This one, yeah, bring Soha. I'm bringing Soha because there's a chance. I've actually seen it before. It's like really annoying where the Chloe actually goes after. Since I don't know what they're doing. Since their team is much faster than mine. They have a 31% speed leader with you know, with Bernard's speed buff. You know, so they're going to be going, like, they're probably all going to be going before me. What would be super annoying is if Chloe actually went last and then buffed Fnatic for her whole entire team. So now I'm gonna actually, you know, Chloe's probably not gonna get another turn next. Not gonna get a chance to get another turn. So I'm just gonna remove the speed buff, so they can't get any more turns. They won't be able to get any turn advantage. And now I'm gonna try to stun them all. Stun and armor break, and then Tosi go in for the cleanup. Man, this combo is so OP, and now he even gets a shield. Like, Tosi was already so broken, and now he gets even more broken. So this team is kind of similar. It doesn't have the speed leader. It's slightly tankier, but I think my team should be able to nuke them down no problem. So I'm gonna run the same team since they are running Chloe. And one of the reasons I want to raise Soha in the future is because she's an attacker, unlike Praha, so she will be able to do a lot of damage as well to clean up the fight faster after some of their units die. Alright, so they're going to be going in. I'm going to do a bunch of crazy shit. I'm going to try to remove everything. And then, you know, waste their buffs. So Veramos didn't actually get stunned. And this is where Prom, where Prom's third skill really like benefits my team, because if they do resist my Galleon's armor break. He will be able to serve as a secondary armor breaker as well as a nuker. So he's going to be nuking these guys pretty hard. Well, not pretty hard, but like, you know, he's going to be doing a little bit of damage, so my Tosi can do enough damage to clean them up. As you can see, like, it actually did less damage to these two. Like less damage percent to these two versus Escher, since his skill does scale with HP. So the more HP they have, if they're like stacking lots and lots of HP, Prom actually counters that, since he's able to hit even harder against monsters with high HP. So, you know, in terms of percentage, he actually did more damage to Escher than Chloe. In most cases, Escher usually is tankier than Chloe. I'm not 100% sure, I don't know his runes, but usually Eschers are tankier than Chloe, since you know, he scales with HP. A lot of people do stack HP and stuff on Escher to get more damage. They don't stack it completely, they might stack some crit damage as well. But I know, like, most of the time, at least 2 of his runes are HP runes. So I'm going to clean up now, you know. I'm going to stop bullshitting and just clean up. And then we got 2 more wings. Alright, this is a slightly tankier defense. This is going to be pretty annoying. They probably don't have anything like super, you know, they don't have any buffs to clear, so I'm not actually going to use Soha. And since he's running Verd, I know there's a very high chance that he's going to be going faster than me. So I'm just going to let him go, and I'm going to just run Ellen. This way I can just run 3 nukers to nuke them down more easily. I will need a fire nuker that has attack bar decrease in the future, but I don't know if there's any monsters like that in the game. Or maybe just any fire nuker, just to counter certain teams. Alright, so Prom actually died this turn, but it's actually fine for me, since I probably will be able to kill both Verd and Theo very soon. So let me think. Yeah, I kind of need to do this. Hopefully this procs Sword the Supreme Skywolf. If it does not proc it, then there might be some dangers. Alright, so Jasoon probably is going to use Fallen Blossom. Let me think. She's probably going to use on Theo, because Theo has the lowest HP. Theo procced Endure, so he has 1 HP. Eridus, not Eridus. Eladriel. Oh my god, I get their names mixed up. So Eladriel has like a little bit of HP left, so this is actually more than 1 HP. There's a very high chance that Jasoon will use Fallen Blossom on Theo rather than Eladriel. So maybe I should actually hit Vertihau, and then this way Jasoon will waste her Fallen Blossom, and then Tosi can still one-shot Eladriel even at full, Theomars even at full HP. I think that's the best course of action. Or actually, I'm going to try to actually decrease. No, wait. Yeah, I'm going to hit Verd. This way, okay, perfect. Everything is according to plan. So now everyone's HP is low enough for me to kill them in 1 hit. I'm just going to hit Jasoon a bit, since I know Tosi will be able to kill everything else with Sword of the Supreme Skywolf. And then this should finish most of everything. Yep, it's all about predicting what the AI will do. I'm also thinking of running Prom on double shield. This way it's easier for my team to survive, even when I'm not running Soha. You know, against those stupid Theomars nukes. Or this might require a Chloe, or not Chloe, a Prahar or something like that. But I'm actually just going to use Soha, since Soha does have the buff strip as well. And yeah, hopefully his Eladriel is faster than my Soha. If he's not faster than my Soha, then I might be in a little bit of trouble. But then again, I think most Eladriels are pretty slow. I'm actually going to run Ellen. I think he's going to be slower than me. Not a lot of people run Eladriel like with full speed, since his base speed is already very slow. It's really hard for Eladriel to outspeed people. Okay, I'm almost fucked. But my Galleon and Prom are pretty fast, and now Eldridge is stunned. Decreases attack bar. Okay, instead of decreasing his attack bar, he actually straight out died. So I'm just going to try to armor break just soon so we can nuke her down. Oh, I should have hit Theomars. Rip. Alright, so that's kind of my prom preview. I know a lot of you guys will be asking about the runes, so I might as well show them now. Ellen, same runes as last time. I got them powered up a little bit more. This one's at 14 now, still not at 15 since I only power up my runes like, 10 tries a day, pretty much. Trying to get this rune to plus 15. And my Tosi is on, wait, let me just actually click through every single rune. Show the stats, and then show every single rune. 100% crit. I do need Tosi, and both Prom and Tosi are at 100% crit. This is attack, crit damage attack, and Galleon is, yeah, Galleon's pretty stat. I haven't actually powered up his runes at all, but he's usable. I will probably need to get these powered up as soon as I can. But for now, it's whatever. I'm fighting, like I'm just chilling in fighter rank, farming my glory every week. And this is my Prom runes. He's also 100% crit with a bit of crit damage, and he's actually speed, crit rate, attack. I needed the 100% crit rate, but he's rage will, so he does hit a little bit harder with the rage set. And this rune actually got some pretty lucky attack power-ups. That's why he's able to push his attacks, decently high, even though I run speed on 2. One of the reasons why I run speed on 2 instead of attack on 2 is he actually does not scale that well with attack on his 3rd skill. I mainly use this for utility, but the damage is definitely needed. It's not the main selling point of this skill. I need it for the 2nd armor break and the stun. To stop people from cutting in front of my other nukers, pretty much. And he's also providing the speed leader for my Tosi, which is really, really important as well. So, I have his runes maxed out, but his skills aren't maxed out yet. And this is my Soha, who I do plan to max out with a bunch of Ninetales, because for some weird ass reason I keep getting Ninetales from summoning. She's on speed, crit damage, attack, but the crit rate is a little bit low, and accuracy is not that high. I will probably switch this to attack, this one to accuracy once I get some runes to swap them around with. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the runes. I'm gonna take a really quick look at the patch. I took a quick look yesterday, and it had some pretty cool buffs to monsters that I use and stuff. Oh wait, so the patch details are over here. So basically all the Hell Ladies, their 3rd skills, the Water, Wind, and Dark, got buffed. The Water one now destroys HP, so it's like the same effect as Destroy runes. It destroys your max HP. You can't heal past the 30% destroy mark. The Wind one guarantees a stun 30% or less, and it can't be resisted. I think it's okay. If you're hitting someone with capture on the Wind Hell Lady with 30% or less, he's probably going to die anyways. So I don't see that much point in this. You're gonna probably straight out kill them, so I don't see that much point in that. And the Dark Hell Lady, I think this is pretty OP. You make someone invincible the moment that they're they get revived, and then they can instantly use it, have their cooldowns refreshed. I think this makes her one of the stronger one of the strongest dark NAT 5's. And the Serpent's got a little bit of a beneficial effect buff, 25%, which is quite nice. A bit of damage increase, which is okay. It's not the best thing in the world. It doesn't really matter that much, but this is pretty nice for people that might use some of the Serpents in TOA. I know the Water Serpent might be usable, and he's getting buffed over here. His attack bar reduced skill is going to get a 1-turn cooldown, which is really nice. And the wind one, this is the same skill. The wind one just gets a power up when you awaken him, but it's the same buff. And the fire one now provokes with 100% chance. You know, it's pretty good. It's all good, all good. Skill will now target enemies instead of a single target. The wind one got an AoE. I think the dark serpent's actually pretty strong now, because his third skill does like a armor break plus dot, and now it's like he became an AoE armor breaker, and also scales with max HP. So he might be a pretty good bruiser for, you know, possibly for the arena. I'm not sure, because I don't know where the arena is going in the future. It's kind of moving towards like a tankier meta, but you know, I do have a dark serpent, so he's in my storage. If I ever need to raise him, I can. And the light serpent, his passive is now like 2 times as strong. It used to be just 100% increase. So this is kind of like the Fire Monkey King's passive, but it stacks to 200%, which might be pretty cool. Like he actually could probably hit pretty hard. I'm not sure how his damage will compare to the Fire Monkey King, but he is light, so he doesn't glance against any element. He might be a pretty good, you know, damage dealer for possibly for raise, maybe. You know, I'm not sure. And the dark serpent, it used to be like a 50% chance to decrease the to inflict the continuous damage in armor break, but now it's a 100% chance to decrease defense and 100% chance to armor break, but the armor break only lasts 2 turns instead of 3. I think this is more of a buff, because you know, having it armor broken, having a more reliable armor break, I think is probably more important. This was the Sword of the Supreme Sky Wolf buff that I was talking about. So now when the samurais activate Sword of the Supreme Sky Wolf, they get a shield, and the damage of Sword of the Supreme Sky Wolf got increased as well. You guys just saw that, and it is like pretty crazy, but there's not that many chances for samurais, if you're planning to use like the light dark samurais in PvP, to actually get their Sword of the Supreme Sky Wolf out. But the shield is definitely a really good bonus, since they're pretty squishy, and you might, you know, it might just save your life in some fights. So the Beast Hunter's got a bit of a buff. This one destroys, you know, enemies max HP for 10% of damage dealt. I'm not sure how to feel about this, but it is like the first skill, so they're gonna be very good for just, you know, destroying the enemy's HP straight out. I think Com2us is moving towards like they're trying to push arena. Since live arena is coming out, you don't want arena to be the same as it is right now, like have it end in one go, you know, with a wombo combo. But there might be a lot more bruisers and stuff, and I think destroy might come into play in the future. So they're trying to introduce more of that mechanic into the game, which is really nice. It's always cool to see like new things introduced to the game. This one inflicts critical with a 30% chance, destroys enemies max HP for 50% damage dealt on critical hits. So this is kind of the same effect as the first skill, pretty much. And then the fire and light aim weak spot, silences target, increase the chance of this happening. The target fails to ignore defense, next attack will have a 55% chance to ignore target's defense. So this is like a actually I have no idea what the Fire Beast Hunter does. It's like a passive. It has a chance to like ignore defense, and you know, if it fails, the chance is increased by 5% the next time it tries to ignore defense. I think that's what it says. When Beast Hunter activates harmful effects, 75 to 90% chance. I'm not sure which harmful effect this is, but you know, it's always nice to see like 3 stars getting buffed. I'm not sure how usable they will be, and you know, hopefully they might be some like hopefully the meta changes enough so that some of the 3 stars get like raised and used more in different scenarios and different fights, you know, in the future. The Chimera, the fire one, is going to get a buff on the collapse. Fire Chimera currently is like pretty unusable, since he has like very weird scaling. He has a HP scaling and attack scaling. It's kind of like he's in an awkward position, but this makes him more of a better utility monster, since he's also going to be able to decrease the target's attack bar and attack speed, which is nice. But I don't think this is I personally don't think this is a big enough buff to him. I think he needs to get buffed a lot more to be on par with the other chimeras. The wind chimera, lightning strike, you know, stun chance increase 25%. This is, you know, this is nice. He's a NAT 5. This should be way higher. Like this should be like, you know, 100% chance to stun. They have so many monsters in the game that have like those stun mechanics. You know, like Prom's a perfect example. He's got so much utility and it still stuns as well. So, you know, this is pretty nice. Wind chimera users. The light chimera, I think this is like probably the biggest buff. I don't know who has him, like barely anyone has him, but this is a pretty big buff. It turned him from a healer into a DPS slash turn advantage monster, because this he now stuns all enemies, and he also increases attack speed and increases attack bar. So he's like a mini Bernard, plus, you know, plus a stun. And he's light, so he doesn't glance against anything else. And his second skill is Squall, which scales with attack speed, and now he can buff his own attack speed, which is really nice as well. The Occult Girls, their sleep chance is getting buffed by 5%. This is pretty annoying for TOA, but you know, it's good for people that have the Occult Girls. And then this is you know, bigger healing for the Water and Dark Occult Girl's second skill. This is a pretty good buff. Water one, Water Guardian Angel. I think they should, like, I don't know. I'm not sure how to feel about this, because this skill's already pretty OP, but you know, she's not like the best NAT 5, so I guess it's pretty fair. Yeah, you know, I think people will be raging if they buff Camilla or something instead, but you know, it's just Annabelle. It's not that serious. They increase the damage of the wind, fire, and light, and dark, their Guardian Angel, you know, skills. Everything has like a higher chance to land now. This is gonna be very annoying for TOA, especially like the double OG stage, but or the TOA 100 with the 3 Annabelles or 2 Annabelles and 3 Junos. But this is, you know, this is definitely good for all OG users. It's really annoying whenever they buff the base chance of a skill, because you know it's gonna be way harder for TOA. The living armor, this is pretty OP. I'm a Zinc user. I use Zinc quite a lot for TOA hard. Well, I wouldn't say quite a lot, but I use them on specific floors, so I do have them runed up at all times. It now also decreases the target's attack speed if their armor broke in, and Zinc has his own armor break, so there's a higher chance for me to slow units that I have armor broken, and I can, you know, I can just use him as a secondary slower. And his first skill already stuns, so he's gonna be providing CC, slow, and he has 2 AoEs, and I put him on Despair, so he's gonna be stunning quite a lot. The light one got the third skill changed from AoE into a single target skill, and had higher chance of landing the skill, and also got the cooldown of it reduced. And they buffed Zinc with the Zinc's third skill, and now not only does a attack debuff, it also blocks beneficial effects, which is pretty nice, and also scales with attack, which doesn't really matter, I don't think, at least for me, at least if you're using him for TOA hard. Maybe if you're using him for arena, you can maybe nuke him, like rune him as a nuker now. The Monkey Kings, the water and light and dark one got buffed. Harmful effect chance with their third skill, or yeah, got buffed. Giant Net, third skill, the one that puts them to sleep, has a buff of 5% chance. And their second skill, the harmful effect rate, got buffed by 25% to 100%, which is pretty nice, because you know, a lot of people are saying the Water Monkey King is pretty, you know, pretty weak, and I think so as well. So he definitely needs a buff. The Dark Brownie Magician, oh my god, I can't talk. He got buffed a little bit as well. I don't know how to feel about him. I summoned him, I put him in storage, I haven't even touched him yet. He removes the enemy's harmful effects, so he removes your debuffs on the enemy and turns him into sleep, and now this just has a higher chance for it to activate. Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about that, but you know, a buff is a buff. This way he's more reliable when you want him to sleep, I guess. The Minotaurs, pretty much provokes when he gets crit. I don't actually care actually about the Minotaurs, at least not that much. I don't know, they need a pretty big buff for them to be usable. The Succubus, Brutal End, I think this is a second skill. It got a cooldown reduce. Not that not that big of a buff, but oh well. Cobalt Bomber, Wind, Electric Bomb. Now also increases enemy skill cooldowns. Now includes passive skills. So I guess the third skill used to not work on like Perna and Theomars and stuff. People that have passive, and now it puts the passives also on cooldown. So it's like a mini Zaros for one turn basically. The Fairy, the Purify, and now it used to heal and then remove. So if you had heal block, it wouldn't be able to heal, but now it can remove the heal block and then heal now. So that's what the Fairy Queen and the Howl buff is. And the Polar Queen got, the second skill got buffed a bit. Yeah, Brandiani is a pretty big buff. It's kind of ridiculous how strong the other two Polar Queens are, and she's like kind of left in the dust. But hopefully this makes her slightly better. I think she will be pretty good if the arena heads towards like a bruiser meta, since she is kind of a she's kind of a more of a high single target nuker, so it might help her take down those tanky monsters easier in the future, since her Touch of Mercy does do a lot of damage, but it's only a single target damage. Elven Rangers got buffed, so the supportive fire damage increased. This was kind of low, the Dark Elven Ranger. The Light Elven Ranger damage dealt against frozen, stun, sleeping enemies increased by 50 instead of 30, so this is a damage buff. Healing Breeze cooldown reduced for the Water Sylphid. Yeah, I think Lumi needed a buff. Fire one now also removes all harmful effects when she dies and heals everyone back to full. I was thinking of like a pretty cool theory craft. If you pair her up with a Dark Hell Lady, for raids, you can just put her in the front line and then she can just die every single time. And then the Dark Hell Lady can bring her back to life and reset her skill, and then when she dies again, she's gonna heal everyone back up to full and then remove all debuffs, and then this can repeat over and over again. It was just a pretty fun theory craft that I was thinking about. The assassins damage increase on their first skill. The brand chance got increased, so this is nice. Higher chance to brand. Shadow's assault increased by 4%. Why do they need to buff a 4% buff? Alright, I'm like, I wouldn't know. I'm not a game dev, so whatever. Phantom Thief, arrest, and now attacks up to 3 enemies. Guarantee target 1 or 2 random targets instead of hitting one target enemy and attacking it up to 3 times. And the damage got increased, and now it also slows with a higher % chance. So this became a multi-hit skill, or not a multi-hit, like a random hit skill. It used to be like a slow single target nuke. And Crime Alert cooldown reduced by 1 turn, so this is pretty nice if you're using Lure. Reduces current HP, balance 50%, balances the HP of the ally and yourself. I have no idea what this does. I'm not gonna lie. Elaborate Plan, and critical rate increased by 20%. Critical damage increased by 50%. So I think the dark one has like a higher chance to crit and do higher crit damage. Okay, that's not bad. And the last thing is just basically like some stat changes. The Chimera, it used to give resistance. The Fire and Light now gives accuracy, and the Monkey King Water has been changed to like higher attack, to match the attack type. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the patch notes. Man, this has been a very, very long video. But I will finally be summoning now because I did promise to summon, and I should summon. This is definitely the time to summon. Okay, we're gonna look at these stones right now. So what I need is Lisa. I'm trying to get Lisa because Lisa is probably my last NAT or NAT 4 that I need pretty much in the game. Lisa will help my raids quite a lot. I will be able to get more damage and stuff if I get Lisa. And I also don't have Tyron. Tyron's another monster I really want as well. But I don't necessarily need him, but he would be very nice to have since he's one of the better NAT 4s, and I don't have him yet, so I'm going to be trying to get him. And I'm also going to be able to get some Grim Reaper skill ups. And all 3 of these NAT 5s are very, very strong. So the Desert Queen's very good for raids, and Kumar's like he's the beast, and then Tiana's like crazy OP for arena AO. So that's what I'm going to be trying to get for the summoning stones. So I'm gonna actually pop the mystic scrolls, the wind scroll, and then I'm gonna pop the summoning stones right after. I'm gonna summon as fast as I can on my tablet, and then hopefully I get something good. So here we go. Here we go. Summoning as fast as you can is definitely the way to get NAT 5s. Oh, Lumi, we were just talking about you. You just got buffed. First scroll into lightning already. I feel the luck coming. I feel it. Oh, awaken NAT 4. Pretty good fodder I can use. Maybe I can raise copper in the future. What is going on? Okay. Summon right now. Summon. Everyone, pop your scrolls. It is right after update. Pop your scrolls for the OP lightning. What is going on? I get these lightnings, but it's like awaken, but it's still so good because I need fodder. Come on, give me some Grim Reapers. Alright, I got one Grim Reaper. Come on, give me a Lisa. I got a few more tries left. Another Golem. Battle Mammoth. Come on, stop. Give me Lisa. Oh man, I have ran out of summoning zones, but that was a pretty good summoning session. You gotta admit. Alright, so let's do a recap. I got one Grim Reaper that I can use for skill ups, a few Battle Mammoths, some Sharks, probably not that useful, Golems. So I got the Water Sylphin and Fire Jackal, and both monsters I actually do not have right now, so that's pretty cool. This guy's pretty good for Necro. He has multi-hit skills on every single one of them, and he can slow, put glancing, and this one puts like attack debuff. Yeah, attack debuff and heal block. So he has like every single debuff, like defensive debuff useful in PvE pretty much in one monster. And Lumi just got buffed, so Lumi's heal is going to get increased. I think Lumi is pretty nice. I might raise her in the future just to do Guild Wars and fuck with Theomars. Just fuck with Theomars with this skill. And the single target heal is very nice for when someone's getting bursted down, you can just heal them back up to full. And I actually got 2 awakens, so I can use them as fodder. I'm kind of missing fodder anyways because I need to use fodder. Right now I'm actually on double EXP. I just stopped for a bit to record this video, and now I'm going to go back to farming. So that's pretty much it for this video. Yeah, it was a pretty good summoning session, although I still wasn't able to get Lisa. I'm probably gonna save my stones again for the next Lisa rotation. I guess the only thing that made me kind of sad is I didn't get enough skills for Prom. I was hoping to get a few more Grim Reapers. I think that was my biggest goal. Like I just thought it was a really good idea to grab a few Grim Reapers, since I'm too lazy to farm them on Iden. I don't really have a wind farmer to farm Iden, so he's gonna take quite a while to max up. Probably gonna get my Prom, try to max out my Prom as much as possible. Get the runes of my Tosi and Ellen maxed up, and then do a more advanced arena video in the future. Climb to Conquer and do some runs there. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.